Today is a special day because I'm going to show you guys something I've been very excited about that I just installed on my S5. We're going to talk about it and we're going to go for a ride. So as you may have seen about a year ago, APR had tuned this car to be stage 1 with their modifications. And I've loved the car since then. APR has been fantastic, the tune has been really strong and fun, and then about a week ago, Integrated Engineering reached out to me and let me know that they were going to be releasing something really exciting for the B9 S5 platform, and they wanted me to test it out for them. So here we are. So last night I flashed the Integrated Engineering Stage 1 tune onto this car. And I want to give you guys a quick overview and also take you for a ride. Now it's important to know that this video isn't to compare, to contrast. Integrated simply reached out and said, we'd love to get your feedback on this tune, and they sent it to me. So here we are. So there's a couple of exciting things about this tune. I'm going to take you for a quick ride, give you an idea of how this drives, because if you're anything like me, when you're looking for modifications, you're on here, on YouTube, online, essentially just wondering what it's like to actually drive the car. We can talk about numbers all day long, we can look at dyno graphs all day long, but the question really becomes, if you're going to drive this on a regular basis, what is it like? Now for me, this is a daily driver, and I also like to take it to different cruises and meets and shows and things like that. So it's important to be a normal daily driver that I can bring around town, but also something fun enough that I can bring out with friends and not get lost in the back of the pack. And I think that Integrated here has done something really, really special. You might be able to hear those little pops and crackles, which is the first hint that this tune is something different. Now, a couple of quick things that Integrated mentioned to me that are different from all the other tunes. First of all, this also comes with a transmission tune, so the shifting is noticeably faster and harder. It is incredible the way that this car shifts, and I always drive it in sport mode, just as something for you to think about for reference. Now you can get a 91, a 93, an E40, or an E85 octane map. I daily drive this on 93. I don't mess with ethanol or anything like that, so I'm just driving it normally on 93 pump gas. As far as the numbers go, like I said, this is all about drivability, and that was the big thing Integrated said. They're like, we just want people to know what it's like to actually drive the car. So despite the actual benefits, the car itself is a completely different machine than it was even just 24 hours ago. Now again, nothing I'm saying is meant to compare, contrast. It's just my input on the Integrated tune, which I think is honestly spectacular. There is noticeably more power, there is a lot more torque. Those pops and crackles that you might be able to hear are great, and the turbo spools up harder. It holds much further into the power range, all the way up to redline, and then when it shifts, it throws you back into the seat. The car is incredible. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste right now of how it picks up and goes. So as you can see, this car it's crazy. It's unbelievable. And, you know, it's one of those things that we're just kind of driving around town and enjoying it, and it's normal, and it's just serene, and then it's awake. And the car, like I said, it pulls to redline, holds it there, and it will go until you tell it to stop. That's one of the amazing things about this tune, is that there is no end to the way that it drives. It's smooth, it's hard, it's fast, and it sounds great. So, you know, when you're searching for a tune, especially for this platform, things are still kind of rolling out. It took Integrated a long time to get this out, which is not a knock to them, because now that I've actually driven the car, I can see where all of the development hours went. And I think that they are going to do a big push in terms of showing people the differences that this tune has actually made in the way these cars drive. Because like I said, it's not just about the power, it's about the drivability, and it's an all-around machine now. Not that it wasn't before. I think that any tune that you choose is going to be a good choice. I think that this platform is amazing. I love the S5 as a daily driver. I think it's honestly the best bang for your buck in terms of something that's all-wheel drive. It's fast, it's fun, it looks good, and there's a lot you can do with it. But you know, at this stage in the game, as there's more demand when it comes to modifications, I think the integrated is going to be at the forefront of what's going to happen next. This car, just so you know, has a resonator delete, it has a cold air intake, and it has a turbo inlet pipe. But besides that, it's fully stock with just the tune. And the numbers that Integrated are coming out with for full stock cars with their tunes are very, very impressive. I haven't taken this to the track. I'm not sure if I will, but that is another thing that is very cool about this tune, is that they have integrated launch mode or launch control, which the car didn't have previously. So you've got a few different options. There's high, low, and mid-range torque limit for your launches, and you can choose what works best for you. And I'm sweating because I don't have the air conditioning on and it's a 90-degree day. But the sound is more important than my comfort here. So, you know, that being said, I kind of wanted to give you guys an overview of this tune. And the biggest thing that I am taking away from this is the last time I made a review video like this, the car was going from stock to stage 1. So naturally there was a big difference in everything that you noticed in terms of how it drove. This is going from a stage 1 tune to another stage 1 tune. And with such a markedly equally big difference, I think speaks volumes to all the time that Integrated put into this. You know, the car is just amazing. It's every shift is as hard as the last, and it feels like the power band just goes forever. So that is something that I feel like was missing on this car previously, and I'm really glad that it has been adjusted. And I think it has been adjusted really, really well. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks to the Integrated Engineering team for all of the work they've done and for trusting me to get my hands on this tune before it was released to the public. And now that it is, I highly, highly, highly encourage you guys to go take a look, compare, contrast, find the one that works for you. And, you know, like and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be doing more stuff like this now that the car is really coming together, and I've got a great team at Integrated that I'm going to be talking to about some cool stuff. So, you know, drive safe, and I'll talk to you soon.